What's up? Welcome back to Cairn. The plan we established last time was to climb down here and then climb up on the outside of the cave. I'm tempted to just jump down here, but that's probably too high. And in fact, I'm not so sure that's what I want to do anyway. Maybe we should climb from here towards the bridge. Okay. Let's not mess around too much and just set one trog piton. Excessive, maybe. But at least we will be sure that we can't lose it. Okay, sketch city. Come on. Well, that's kind of stupid. But in a way, also kind of fortunate, because no, we can't stand here effectively. But climbing up from here underneath that big slabby rock does look a bit better, much better. And that's what I should have done in the first place. Nope. Okay, let's just find more secure footing. Should be able to stand here. Yes. Okay. It's probably safe to recall. I want to check here first. Yeah, that door below us is where we came out last time on that little excursion. I don't know if there's a reason to go down to that lower bridge, or indeed to that ledge with the one plant which looks like gentian. Should be easy enough to rappel down to the bridge just to see if there's anything there, but I very much doubt it. Nothing up there to the left. I think I'm just gonna skip that ledge. And we'll try to go up here, because that seems to be where we need to go anyway. Wait. Before we start, just have a sip of anything. gentian infusion seems excessive, but we don't have that much else. I still want to save that alpine cola because of the grit effect. Sweet infusion. Yeah, let's drink that. Okay. Climbot is taking his sweet, sweet time. This is not ideal. Trog piton. I should only need to use 2 trog pitons, which we will get back for sure. Climbs like this are not really worth the risk of losing normal pitons, in my opinion. To the left, to the left. Something about a box to the left. Some thistle on the wall there, which I missed, but you know. It is what it is. I have to say I'm feeling kind of reinvigorated. Because in the, well, not the previous video, but definitely in the few videos before, when we had to do the peril twice, I did start to get the feeling that maybe I should just give up on the game altogether. But now we know we're getting kinda close to the end. Just wait for the wind to pass a bit. If it will pass. No. I require a foot. We're so close. There's no point in not setting a second trog piton. Because if we fall now, at best we will fall onto the wood bridge, which will hurt quite a bit. Okay. Easy enough. Recall. Seems like another pretty spacious area. I don't see anything there. So I'm assuming there isn't anything there. How did I get 3 trog pitons back? Was the first one still from that climb across those steps? Okay. This is pretty serious. I'm tempted to want to check up there where that tree is, but it's probably nothing. The game is very much pushing us forward. There is something in that cave. Most likely that's Marco. Okay. Oh, cutscene.
Marco,
Ava!
you're alive.
Kind of, yeah.
What are you doing here? I thought... I hoped you'd gone back down. What is this place?
We're in Grandpa's shelter. He brought me here. I was in pretty bad shape.
You should have gone back down.
Ah, couldn't bring myself to do it. Your pep talks are working, apparently.
Marco, I'm sorry.
Lucky for me, Grandpa was watching from afar. And he brought me back here.
Who's Grandpa? Hello?
This is Ava. I told you she would come this way.
Sit down, little one. You must be starving. I heard about you, kid. Your stories preceded even Marco.
You live here? How long has it been?
I'd say 12 years. I'm not so sure. At first I counted the days very carefully. But today, it doesn't seem to matter as much.
12 years? This scar? Are you telling me that you're Damas Al Fatri? Can you believe it, Marco? Damas Al Fatri is standing right here in front of us.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. He must have been famous in your day, but you're the oldest climber I know.
Hey, I followed your ascent in the newspapers. We thought we'd lost you.
You did.
Why didn't you come back down?
When I started climbing, Cammy, I was like you. I thought I could do it. Or I should say, I couldn't see myself failing. If I came down today, that would be a total failure. But if I remain on the wall, even in between, that means I haven't given up completely. I need to hold on to that hope. Or else, I'll go insane.
Given up what? The summit? You mean you haven't tried getting to the top?
You have to listen to what he has to say. And please, don't get mad.
What are you talking about?
Let me show you. This refuge is the highest point you'll reach. No one has ever been higher. Like for all of us, this is the end of your journey.
With all due respect, you have no idea what I'm able to do. Just because you weren't up to snuff doesn't mean that I won't make it. There has to be a way.
Tell that to all those who died trying, and all those who came back down, defeated.
Ava, be reasonable. It's too dangerous, even for you.
Climbing grades become meaningless above this point. The ice is crumbly no matter what time of the year, and whole sections shear off regularly. Edges are sharp enough to slash ropes and hands. Any hold could fall apart. I've seen 3 outcomes for everyone who attempted to go up. They either end up at the bottom of the gorge, or an ice spike planted through the head, or frozen to death as they stubbornly kept trying.
Okay, we'll be over there. Take some time to gather your thoughts. You know, when I went to see the wall up above us, its absurd difficulty, I came back down feeling relieved.
Because you're finally allowed to give up.
Exactly.
I'm not like you, Marco. The mountain is in my gut, deep inside.
No. I think the mountain is all in your head, like a disease that's eating at you. You can heal if you want to.
So you've made your decision.
Haven't you? Would you rather stay here, stuck between the ground and the summit, like that old man?
I don't know. Things are so easy here. The goal is clear. It's a climb that's entirely up to me. Exactly what I can't have in life down below.
You know, you have like-minded folks down there? They're called humans. Not sure if you've heard of them. From up here, they're these tiny little critters, no bigger than ants. Quite endearing, though.
They can't give me what the mountain gives me.
What if you stop climbing?
I don't know anything else.
You could learn.
Maybe.
There's a room right over there. I'd like you to see it.
What's in there?
My last attempt at convincing you to come back down. Over 12 years, Grandpa's had plenty of visitors who tried to climb the summit. He amassed quite a collection.
A collection of what?
Of ours. Climbers who kept climbing and died. People who went through the same places we did. Who arrived here wondering whether they should continue or turn around. Check out what's in that room. It's a reminder that the mountain always wins in the end. Ava. Ava, it's time. Grandpa told me the skies will be clear for the next 72 hours. This is our chance.
Oh. Okay.
I'll wait for you by the entrance.
Okay. That was maybe the longest cutscene yet. Let's read this newspaper article. He was the greatest climber of his time. He opened the most difficult routes in the Kiblon Desert. He successfully climbed the south face of Solidor Peak and won the race to the 3 roofs of the world. Typically media shy and secretive about his plans, his next expedition to Mount Kami is receiving a great deal of media coverage. Damas Al Fatri boastfully told the press, "After the 3 devils, only Kami is left. I'll be the first to reach its summit. After that, I can hang my harness, confident that my record won't be broken anytime soon." Okay. Let's have a look around here. Troglodyte pennant. And we can't cook here. Another thing to read, an old climbing magazine. Nothing will stop me, certainly not Cami's summit. Read our special feature on renowned climber Damas Al Fatri as he prepares for his biggest expedition to date. Probably shouldn't fill the extra large bottle with goat milk. Just water. We were in here. Curry strip. Oh yeah. We are very much full up. Lentils and ham, dehydrated soup, piton scraps, nice. What is this? Oh, nice. The lynx origami. Returned where it needed to be. Climbing tape would be useful. Can I maybe tape my fingers now? No, it's not really necessary yet. Okay. This backpack, powdered milk. It seems we were unnecessarily frugal with our food supplies. I can't take any of this stuff as much as I would want to. But some of these foods are better than what we have, I think. Let's just try spamming a bit until there might be enough space. Probably not gonna work. No, I don't know. It's a shame to leave so much stuff behind. This was my room, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So in here, some kind of diary. Mountaineering diary, Damas Al Fatri. Day 1. I said my goodbyes to everyone this morning. I guess there wasn't much jostling at the door either. But I did get to say goodbye to my brothers, and that's all that matters. They didn't quite appreciate the situation. See you soon. We'll have a nice meal when you get back, they said. I didn't reply. Day 3. I was picked up by a truck driver passing in front of Ringdogus cabin. How convenient. Really nice chick. She dropped me off in the evening, and I'm thinking of staying at the cabin for 4 days, waiting for the optimal climbing conditions. Day 7. Here I am on Cami, climbing the first walls. I've thought about this moment so many times, it's exhilarating. No difficulties so far. My bag is full of provisions, but there are plenty of plants to gather along the way, so I'm not going to starve. Day 9. I slept inside an old cable car. Hard to believe that there was ever a time when a steady stream of tourists came to photograph the view without making any effort. I laugh now, but it's all a scam if you ask me. Day 12. I had to stay out of the rain longer than I'd hoped. I thought the rain was never going to stop. I took advantage of a clearing to make as much progress as possible. I wasn't able to get into the troglodyte village, but I got to have a chat with the people inside. They have my admiration. To me, there is nothing more extraordinary than men and women who devote their lives to verticality. Day 14. Among other things, I passed by a huge statue. Their kami deity, if I'm not mistaken. And then a splendid lake. I'm going to stay there for a few days. With all the trout swimming around, there's enough to keep me going. Day 21. Boy, that was a humdinger of a fall. On a pretty paltry wall, too. You're getting old, Damas. You'll have to be more careful. Anyway, I guess I'm just adding another scar in my collection. Day 22. I skipped the second kami statue. The backside looked hellish. No thank you. The huge sanctuary just above, on the other hand, what a discovery. I tiptoed through there, of course. There were a few troglodytes readying their burial rites. But how lucky was I to witness this? I feel extremely privileged. Day 25. What the hell? Should we talk about the wall above the sanctuary? It took me 3 days, prodding a bit to the left, a bit to the right, wasting pitons for nothing. And I haven't even reached the snow line yet. There's still a long way to go. Day 27. The snow-covered dome is quite a strange place. Some troglodytes explained to me what they were doing with this flammable resin. I didn't realize that each mountain could communicate with the others, nor did I think that there were so many troglodytes around for that matter. Day 28. Another giant statue. Its build is more basic than the others. I think that at this altitude, where every effort is more demanding, troglodytes have had to dampen their ambitions. Day 52. It's a nightmare, a real nightmare. I've been stuck in a makeshift hut for 3 weeks now, trying my best to get through the mess of ice barbs above me. But it's no use. This is well beyond the maximum climbing grades. I couldn't gauge it. All I know is that it's too hard for me. Day 56. I got a little carried away the other day. I mustn't give up so quickly. I can do this. How high could these ice barbs go? 200 meters, maybe less. I can do this. Day 59. The scenery is ever changing, and perhaps that will be my key to success. Huge spikes of ice are falling regularly, triggering brutal avalanches. This changes the routes and opens up new possibilities. I have to be patient. I have to. Day 62. Still in the observation stage. As I wait for the right time, I have started to settle in the hut. After all, a little comfort can't hurt. I've picked up a few old wooden trinkets which troglodytes probably left up here decades ago. It almost feels like I have a kitchen and a bed. It's perfect. A wild goat occasionally wanders on the other side of the bridge. Perhaps I could lure her in. I wouldn't mind a bowl of warm milk. Day 89. I had misplaced this damn notebook. What an idiot. Day 93. I had a visitor today, a troglodyte climber. I don't know who was more surprised to run into the other. I knew that troglodytes regularly sent the most experienced among them to attempt the climb, but this is the first time I've been able to chat with one of them. We shared our experiences, our respective exploits, and then he left. Day 94. I see his body dangling at the end of his rope. Poor bastard. And poor me. How do you motivate yourself to climb after that? Day 124. A few more visits from other climbers. And every time the same old story. They stay a while, we chat, then they get going onto the barbed walls. And they slip, or fall. They die. Damn Cammy. And yeah, day 157, damn Cammy. Day 194, damn Cammy. Day 290, damn Cammy. Day 418, damned. I'm damned. Okay, another room. Cooked dandelion, super gentian honey, which I really want. I'm seriously considering just getting rid of the big water bottle. I'm gonna compost these mushrooms because I don't know what they're for. I'm too scared to eat them. Cooked trout. And something else to read as it starts to rain outside. Missing. It is with great sorrow that we learn of the disappearance of Damas Al Fatri from the steep walls of Kemi. Radio contact with his climbbot stopped on May 9th. 4 weeks later, his disappearance was officially recorded and he was presumed dead. His body has not yet been recovered. Our thoughts are with his family. Okay. I feel like I'm cheating a bit. I would like to take this super trout if I can. Okay. I think that's gonna do it. I don't really know where to go. Because I don't think progress was out here. Maybe it is. Marco is down there. So we should check the stairs. What's up here? More stuff to read. Assessment. Climber 500 feet from the refuge, facing northeast. Dead for 3 days. Fell like a rock to the bottom of the chasm. Splash. Assessment. A roped party. 3 troglodytes arriving from the village below. I can still see them hanging far above the refuge. The three of them attempting the climb was a pretty smart idea though. They even got quite high, but that's the problem with roped parties. If one falls, so do the others. Assessment. Some pretty zany guy left me all his gear before the ascent of the mess of barbs. He was almost naked when he left. No point in trying to talk him out of it. When they get that look in their eyes, they've clearly lost their senses a long time ago. Assessment. A tiny chick, a pretty skilled climber too. A troglodyte, no wonder. I saw her leave without stopping at the hut. She didn't say hello or goodbye. She just went for it, straight to the wall. Pretty well at first, she did fine. But then you could see she was having a hard time, slipped, pounded by blocks of ice falling on her head. And then nothing. She must have passed out and never woke up. Poor thing. Assessment. A well-known climber I'd read about in Verdi Mag. Maybe I could have made it through the mess of ice, but then he took an icy spike right in the chest. Dunzo. And the last assessment. A reasonable climber for once. She stayed a few days at the refuge to build up her strength, and even depleted my stock of goat's milk. Then she attempted to climb, once, twice, 3 times, and then she got it, and came back down. Got it as in made it to the top? Okay, save points. Probably nothing to really cook with. I can fix 1 piton. I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've ever had spare pitons in the backpack. Yeah, we didn't do any climbing, so no tape required. Let's go talk to Marco. It's hard to estimate while recording if you can hear the rain. It's pretty loud for me, to the point where I have to talk louder to hear myself, and it's a bit tricky to hear the game. Everything is as full as it can be.
Got everything? I can't believe I'll be back in my van in a few days. Doesn't seem real. What about you, Albert? You made up your mind?
Oh, we're gonna have to choose. Oh, this is brutal. We can choose to go back down or continue. It's feeling like a much bigger decision than it probably is, but we have to continue.
I take it I didn't find your cure?
It's not your fault. It's all me. It's just how I am.
Do you think we'll ever meet again?
Yes.
You'll face even harsher conditions up there. The cold, the lack of oxygen.
I can do it, Marco.
Okay. Then I'll wait for you in the valley. So, it's time for farewell.
The time and the place, yeah. I suck at goodbyes.
Yeah, I've noticed. Hey! You know how they say never meet your heroes? It's nonsense. You're extraordinary.
Those gunshots.
Why would there be gunshots? Also, it's interesting that they give you the choice to quit here. It's interesting to think about why you would, why you would leave it here and not push for the top. Is that gonna be the bear? I'm trying. Can't look any higher. Are we taking the gun or not? I guess so. Oh, okay. I thought it was just offering the gun.
It's been 12 years, guys. good one. It's my turn.
I will render your words to me as I
Okay. Seems we won't do much climbing in this video. It's already getting to a point where I should call it a day for this one. I don't know if this will be the last climb we have to do. I'm guessing like it's not going to be just one final stretch to the summit. Probably have to split it up. But we'll see next time how far we get. There's not much point in plotting a route now. The left might be a bit easier though. But yeah, we'll decide next time. As always, thank you very much for watching and for listening. And I will see you in the next video, which might be the last Cairn video, or it might not be.